Biotech investing myth number 3, biotech is binary. Okay, sure. Any given drug is either going to get approved or not approved, and that can be considered a binary outcome. But okay, first of all, isn't all startup investing binary? Either the company does really well and goes public or gets acquired, or it dies. I don't really see how that's not binary either. But to talk specifically about biotech, one thing that I think is quite interesting is that I would argue that biotech is maybe even a little bit less binary than other VC verticals like SaaS or tech. And here's what I mean by that. In the drug development world, you have a much better understanding of both the upside and the downside of any given drug development program. First of all, you have a much more clear vision of what the market is going to be. In SaaS investing, a lot of investors really convince themselves that the true market potential couldn't possibly be known yet because maybe the market isn't existing, or this is a category creator, or we're going to just be able to continuously expand our product into new markets. Whereas with drugs, if you're developing a drug for a specific type of breast cancer, you're probably not going to sell that drug to anyone other than someone who has that type of breast cancer. And so it's really like you have a very clear understanding of what the upper limit of the market could be, which you don't get in technology. And then in terms of the downside, as these drugs get developed over time, as they complete their phase 1 studies, as they complete their phase 2 studies, as they complete their phase 3 studies, there's value that accrues to the asset as a result of generating the data from the studies that de-risks the asset. And even if the program ultimately ends up failing, oftentimes that data is so valuable that these programs, these failed programs, can be sold or acquired or partnered to other companies and still end up giving investors a decent amount of their money back. So I would actually argue that the bio and drug development world is less binary than tech because you have sort of truncated outcomes. You have maybe lower absolute upside. You're not going to see those like Facebook and Uber like, multi-$100 billion plus outcomes, but you're also going to get fewer zeros and more soft landings.